I'm in Salad and I star the Twilight Zone Season 3, Episode 11, Still Valley. It is directed by James Sheldon, written by Rod Serling. If you haven't seen this episode, I will spoil it for you. Time and temperature check, it is 4:55 p.m. It is 86 degrees outside, humidity is 55%. On with the review. This episode takes place during the Civil War. We are following two scouts who have been tasked to check upon what the Union people are doing in this alley. They hear some footsteps and then it suddenly stops. Pardine is one of them. He goes to the valley and he notices all of them are motionless. Every single one of them. He's like, what's going on? And he meets this old man. And this old man has controlled all of them using witchcraft. He even shows off a book labeled witchcraft. I made them all still. You can stop them. You can stop the Union. I'm on the Confederacy side. By using this book, you can control the outcome of the Civil War. Pardine learns that he has to denounce God, be for Satan 100%, and be like, I denounce God, and using Satan's powers, I will use this witchcraft, right? He has to do that, and he's like, nah, I'm not going to do that. He goes back to base, talks to his sergeant. Sergeant doesn't believe in what happened, and then a new squad comes in. They're like telling him exactly what happened. Oh, they're all still. Everybody saw it. It's hard to explain, but they were all still. That gives Pardine some validation, and they're like, okay, we're not going to denounce God. We'd rather die on hallowed ground. And then they go into Gettysburg. I didn't know what Gettysburg was before this, honestly, but now, watching this episode, I'm like, oh my goodness, they lost. They should have just used, they should have used the devil's magic, but I'm actually more liking that they didn't. That gives them more honor. They had the choice, but they didn't take the win. They're like, we're gonna lose and we're gonna live in heaven with God, which is actually pretty admirable, which I like a lot. Why be a winner and cheat? Instead, you could lose and give it your all. I don't like cheaters, especially cheaters that have cheated in order to win. It's not right. It's not the truth. They're not using their brain. They're using some sort of manipulation of some force in order to get their circumstance that they want. Long term, that never ever goes right for them. One day they'll learn that they didn't use their brain. They instead just cheated using whatever methods that they have, and they don't have access to those methods anymore and have to purely rely on their brain, and then they are the biggest loser. I'm glad that these Confederates didn't do that. They lose majorly, but they lose majorly with honor, and I like honor. I don't really have anything else much to say about the story of this, but I do like the performances. I do appreciate they're so sincere with their acting. It feels like I'm talking to some Civil War people. Such good actors, especially since now that I'm in the modern time. It's been so many years since the 60s, since this first came out, and the standards have lowered significantly, that I'm looking at this and I'm like, this is great. I enjoy this. Normally, I don't like Civil War stories. I'm not a huge, war buff person. I don't know much about history. I didn't really pay attention to history stuff. I mostly paid attention to art. So I know most about that. But I do appreciate their acting. It actually got me really invested in the episode. And I like the lesson that they took away from it and that I took away from it, which is to act with honor. Don't cheat. Also, especially if it makes it so Satan wins and God loses. Especially don't cheat then. If you believe in God, that is a strong lesson. So I like this episode a lot. I'm gonna give it's a solid 8.2 out of 10. If you like this review, watch another one on the platform. Really likes that. If I haven't reviewed it on a channel, there's a chance I haven't seen it at all. That's why you gotta get them Patreon requests and at patreon.com/ASEPresents. $20 dinos for one movie review for 1 month. Also support the daily grindness and go to my link tree. And until next time on Mint Salad Saw, I'll see you later, my sour croutons and bacon bits. Adios.